What's going on, guys, and welcome back to CarX Drift Racing. Today I'm going to be taking you guys through my entire setup on my Street Series spec competition tuned 90 adhesion 180SX. First things first, I am going to run you guys through the entire setup on this car. So we're starting off with our body kit. We got Street V2 for this one. I did go this route just to add a little bit of fender flare here. Our front lights are going to be Pro Flow Sleepy. Front bumper is going to be CBW V1. Hood is R&T. Roof is going to be Slide Performance. Side mirror is custom. Roll cage is going to be custom as well. Skirts is CBW V1. Trunk is going to be stock. Tail lights are custom as well. Exhaust is going to be Slide Performance. Seats are both going to be Sprath Racing parts. Steering wheel is going to be mono. Handbrake as well. Shifter is going to be Sprath Racing parts. Rims are going to be number 8 in the deep dish category. And for tires, we're running the YOLOs with the yellow as our primary color, I believe. So heading on into paint next, guys, paint and design, we got all white for our base color here. On our frame, we did go to all black, and then we painted the roll cage black as well. Interior, everything's pretty much stock here, guys. All black interior. Yellow on the steering wheel matches the yellow on the tire letters pretty well, I think. Wheels are all white. Again, guys, that's going to be gloss as well to match the paint. For suspension, we're running that all white with the yellow spring. Our calipers, guys, are going to be gold as well. This is a little bit of a different color. I wanted to mute these out just a bit, so we got FFB D68FF. And then our tire sticker, we do have our main color FFD 171FF. And then rounding off the design section, we got our tints here. We got some purple hiding underneath our sleepies. We got 5C0082FF. We got some smoke on the tails as well. That's 161616FF. And then the windshields and windows are clear on this one, just in case I decide to drive on wheel. And then last thing before the dyno stand here, guys, is going to be our vinyl section. That's how we have our black rooftop. We just got some gloss black hexagons here filling out that rooftop space for us. I am going to upload this livery for you guys, so I'm going to leave the livery code and the tune code in the description down below, and they're always available in the Discord for you guys as well. Links to everything are down in the description below. Heading on into the dyno stand next, guys, we're going to have our spring links at 13 and 14. Stiffness is going to be 160 and 195. Fast bump is going to be 6440 and 7820. Fast rebound is going to be 6590 and 7640. Damper bump is going to be 6490 and 7530, and damper rebound is going to be 6450 and 7440. Toe is going to be negative 0.16 and 0.16. Camber is going to be negative 4.27 and 0.26. Roll bars are both zeroed out. Caster is going to be 4.7 on the comp tune. Ackerman's going to be 60, but you guys can raise or lower this depending on how you're feeling. If you're feeling like you're spinning out a little too easy, you guys can lower this, and if you guys are feeling like you need a little bit more nose control, you can raise it up. Axis and Kingpin are both 0, guys, and our max steering angle is going to be all the way up as always. Now for wheels, we do have a couple specs related things for Street Series. Our rim diameter is going to be 19, our tire width is 245, and our tire profile is going to be 35. Those are the 3 values that relate to the specs. The rest of them are free, so our tire pressure is going to be 125 and 75. Adhesion is going to be 90 adhesion. Actually, that one counts too. Got to be on 90 adhesion. Track is going to be -3, base is going to be -6, and that is it for our wheels. Now, our engine is another thing that we have to worry about our specs for, so I'm actually going to hop out of our dyno stand. So if you go into your swaps here, or sorry, yeah, mods and swaps, you're going to see a weight number. Mine is 1222. Okay, so no matter what your weight number is, you're going to punch it into your calculator right here, and then you are going to multiply it by 0.55. Hit enter or equals, and you're going to get your power limit. So you cannot go over this number, and you guys are going to notice when we go back into CarX. So as you guys can see, we're running 672 horsepower on our engine here, and we're getting there with our external wastegate on. We have our tune-up on 2%. Max torque at 4417, rev limiter at 8812. Turbocharger is on with 1.1 for our air pressure. For the transmission, guys, we're running the sequential on this one. Differential is going to be clutch-based limited slip differential. Our preload is at 500, power lock 80, and coast lock 50. Final drive is going to be 3.25. Gear 1 is going to be 3.14. Gear 2 at 2.12. Gear 3 at 1.42. Gear 4 at 1.17. Gear 5 at 1 even, and Gear 6 at 0.8. For brakes, guys, we got our torque a little bit higher on this one, 1872, just to give us a little bit more bite if we need it in a comp situation. Our bias at 70%. ABS is on and launch control is off. Now, what I want to do up next, guys, is I actually want to head on into a lobby, and I want to show you guys how I test these Street Series cars out, because sometimes I'm all alone and it's the middle of the night and I'm working on one of these things, and I actually have a pretty cool system for testing these things out. So we're going to hop into West Coast here. Okay, so here I am on the typical West Coast comp line. Say I wanted to test my tune out, but I don't have anyone to drive with, and sometimes you can find people to drive with, but you're not sure if they're even competitive or if they're running the best line. So here's what I like to do to test out my line. What I do is I open up Kino, and you do need Kino for this. I apologize if you guys are on console, but what I like to do is I like to head on into cinematic here, and what you can do is you can record yourself driving. So you select cars to record. I'm going to select myself here, and I'm going to hit record. Hit F4 to clear out my screen, and I'm just going to run my absolute best line. So I'm going to run this in my 240 here, just so you guys can kind of see what it has, or stay really outside through the whole wall here. And then we are going to be looking for this white and blue inner clip if we do end up running this line for Street Series. Going out into Candy Cane 2 here, going into Candy Cane 1, then 2 is an inner clip, and then you go out to the zebras, all the way out, and that is just about as fast as that's like a 80% speed, 80% line sort of line. So now that I have that recorded, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back in, I'm going to stop the recording, and I'm going to go into playback. You guys are going to see I have select replay here, and if I go to Irwindale, which is what they call West Coast, so the bottom is going to be our latest, and you guys are going to see that our ghost now is going to be driving in front of us, and we can just drive in the game just like this, which is insane. So we're going to load this up, and we're going to hit F4, and you're going to see our ghost is going to go. And so we're gonna wait for it to launch. And this is actually how I test my Street Series car. I make sure that I started with my Supra, which I know is really fast, and then I go and I try to give myself a good run. And if I can pull on a car that I know is fast, then I know it's a good tune. And if I am getting absolutely dominated, then I know I have work to do. And so I'm driving with myself, man. Attack of the Clones. So anyway, guys, as I was saying earlier, this comp tune has been super effective for us in the Street Series competition testing so far. So I wanted to get this out for you guys as we enter our first comp week, just in case you guys were looking for a car to either drive with us or just dissect so you could make yours a little bit faster. So I'm gonna highly recommend this 240SX to anyone who's looking to get into the 90 adhesion comp world, man. We're gonna work on the spec as time goes on, really see what rises to the top, and for now, this car is one of them. So guys, if you did make it this far, I genuinely appreciate you watching. If you did enjoy the video or found it useful at all, feel free to leave a like down below, subscribe for more just like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.